this function is being telecasted live across 140 countries. So we have to start on time due to the live telecast issue. So I'm going ahead. There are only 2 days in the year, not in a year, in the year that nothing can be done. One is called yesterday and the other is called tomorrow. So today is the right day, in fact the day to applaud, to appreciate and to honor. So good afternoon ladies and gentlemen, and a very warm welcome to the International Maritime Club, the IMC Golden Helm Excellence Awards 2015 here in the Middle East. You are seated at the Ocean Blue Theatre at the Aries headquarters here in Sharjah. I hope your seats are comfortable. Let me introduce myself. My name is Srijit and I am the Chief Operating Officer of BIS TV Networks, the media, events and corporate communications support arm of Aries Group. The International Maritime Club is a non-profit making world body of 200 plus recognized maritime associations across the globe. And they are engaged in activities for the welfare of the maritime community. IMC envisages global leadership in coordinating initiatives aimed at improving the lives of the maritime community and works to kindle the fire of brotherhood among mariners across the world. To have a better understanding on what our organization is all about, ladies and gentlemen, sit back and relax. Let's have a small video presentation.
Maritime associations, maritime organizations, maritime communities, maritime decision makers. The very best from the maritime society under one banner, International Maritime Club. International Maritime Club, a unique initiative of Marine BIS TV, comes with a visionary aim of being the single harbor for maritime societies across the globe. Transcending geographical barriers, get connected through conferences, events, regular meets, exchange ideas and knowledge, and know the latest in the maritime industry. IMC conducted its first ever award ceremony, IMC Golden Helm Awards 2014 on 24th May, honoring prominent names in the maritime, oil and gas and offshore industry. After the successful culmination of its first award ceremony, the club is organizing International Golden Bells Awards 2015 to honor the mighty brains behind the culmination of some of the informative and copious events organized by even professionals in Middle East. Bringing together the maritime expertise under one roof, IMC aims to be the global voice of every facet of maritime industry. IMC, make the dream of a better maritime world true.
Well, the International Maritime Club, the IMC Golden Helm Excellence Awards, Middle East, recognizes individuals whose outstanding career achievements in shipping, marine, offshore and oil and gas sector has earned them national and international recognition. The award recognizes them for their level of professionalism and contribution towards the development of maritime field in the Middle East. Last year, IMC conducted its first ever award ceremony in Dubai, the IMC Golden Helm Excellence Awards 2014 Middle East in Dubai on 24th May 2014. The award ceremony recognized some of the prominent figures in the industry. We've just watched them a few minutes back. And this year again, we have some of the best from the industry who have made a notable contribution to our industry, the marine industry. Well, to enlighten you, the IMC as well, its future and its vision, I'd now like to invite on stage a mariner by profession and concurrently a globally acclaimed media person who has worked relentlessly for the marine industry. I request Mr. Sohan Roy, who is the current president of IMC, to kindly address the gathering.
Good afternoon, award winners, ladies and gentlemen. This is the 8th year after the inception of IMC. As you know, shipping is going through the real bad phase. Same time, IMC has been working, so it's on limitation. But still, I believe there are two uniqueness for this particular award. Maybe this is the only award in the maritime industry without any sponsors banner on the backdrop. Second thing, this is the only award function being streamed worldwide as live. We have been doing it for the last 8 years continuously without any break. And once again, welcome to the function. last year we introduced these Golden Helm Awards. But after that, we have done a lot of other stuff other than award functions or something. We joined hands with AMRI, Aries Maritime, Aries International Maritime Research Institute, to introduce some very innovative concepts for the benefit of the maritime industry. One is the new generation training system, already introduced in the maritime sector. Training without trainers, that concept we are now introducing worldwide. Even now we started making videos for international maritime organizations, including IMO we have started making. Even classification societies like ABS also is now making many videos through us. And the latest one, which is very, very useful, and maybe it will transform the entire world industries. And that concept is we are starting from the maritime sector. That is the future replacement for the ISO system. That is the Efficiency Improvement System Management, EFISM. The trial run is right now going on for the last 20 months, and it is very, very successful, and IMC is going to give the accreditation for that one. And presently IMC is in the process of giving accreditation for this kind of innovative concepts, products, and events, international events, education institutes with new concepts. Well, we need to develop new generation training institutes across the world. We need to transform the future generation in a different way to run the maritime industry with more professionalism, in a more efficient way. So that is the very purpose of this EFISM we are going to introduce. We will give a presentation in detail in the coming months in our organizations, or we will call for a detailed presentation about this concept, which can improve the efficiency of every organization by say 100% or 200%, because our profit margin naturally directly proportional to this efficient concept. So just wait for it, and we are happy that IMC is going to give the accreditation for this innovative concept. And once again, welcome to the event. We are all really honored with your presence over here, and it's a gathering of not only the powerful, really talented, or really something remarkable achievement we are going to aim through this particular award, and let us enjoy together. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. IMC Golden Helm Excellence Awards 2015 Middle East honors the faces of the maritime industry whose contributions encompass leadership, publications, academics, statutory regulatory compliance, innovation, management and administration, trade and export or QHSE service. These awards honors their commitment, vision and dedication in taking new approach and creating a culture of innovation in our industry.
And to do that, first I would like to call upon the President, Mr. Roy, if you could come forward. Our first award is for Excellence in Maritime Services Academics. The Excellence in Maritime Services Academics Award is to recognize the relentless efforts and contribution of an individual's expertise to the field of maritime education and training in the Middle East. The award is being bestowed upon Professor John Joff, Chancellor, American University of Sharjah. The Excellence in Maritime Services Academics Award goes to Professor John Joff. Our next award is Excellence in Maritime Services Innovation. And this award is being bestowed upon Mr. Rashid Al-Habzi, CEO, Emirates Classification Society, Tasneef. So I request Engineer Saud Al-Hamadi, Defense Projects Manager, Tasneef, to please come on stage and collect the award on behalf of Mr. Habzi. Excellence in Maritime Services, Trade and Exports. This award is to recognize an individual's role played in the shipping industry along with other successful business partnerships and his support to the industry to ensure stability and economic growth of Dubai. This award is being bestowed on Mr. P.T. Richards, Group Managing Director, Gulf China. I request Mr. Ramesh Shivakumran to kindly come onto the stage to collect the award on behalf of Mr. Richards. Next award, Excellence in Maritime Services, Statutory and Regulatory Compliance, is being awarded to Mr. Joe Bringat, Regional Vice President for American Bureau of Shipping, Middle East. Mr. Joe. The next set of awards, it's the Excellence in Maritime Services Surveying. It acknowledges hard work, dedication of an individual to promote safety and security and his efforts to contribute to the regulatory and technological development in the region and to provide top-notch class services. Well, this award is being bestowed upon Mr. Mohammad Hazami, the Principal Surveyor, DNV. The next award is Excellence in Oil and Gas Services Entrepreneur, which is being bestowed upon Mr. A.M. Migley, CEO of Top Oil Field. Excellence in Oil and Gas Services, QHSE initiatives. This award is being bestowed upon Mr. Andy Nickerson, HSSE Director, Petrofac Onshore Engineering and Construction Engineering. Next category, Excellence in Maritime Services Crane Management. Well, this award is to recognize the ability to capitalize on opportunities to improve efficiency, productivity and profitability in a variety of operational business roles and continually deliver work of the highest professional standards. This award is being bestowed upon Mr. Stephen O'Brien, Regional Crane Manager, Asia, Middle East and Africa, Switzer. Recognize effectiveness in ensuring technical integrity, safety and reliability to fit the needs of clients and innovative strategies aimed to make a key change in the safety strategy. The award in this category is being bestowed upon Mr. Khalid Al-Awadi, Technical Affairs Specialist, Emirates General Petroleum Corp, Emarat. Excellence in Maritime Services, QHSE Services, is being bestowed upon Mr. Mohammad Abdul Razak Al-Awadi, General Manager, HSSEQ Division, Ganox World, Dubai. Excellence in offshore services, yard management. Well, this is being bestowed upon Mr. Neil Miller, Vice President and General Manager, Onshore and Offshore Constructions, Landroll, and this award is to recognize his years of service to the international offshore oil and gas industry. Our next award is Excellence in Maritime Services, Asset Integrity, which is being presented to Captain Gamal Fikri, CEO, Red Sea Marine Management. This award is to recognize the respectable and trustworthy professional attitude and the dedication to go the extra mile to satisfy client requirements.
Our next award is for excellence in offshore services, entrepreneur. This award recognizes an individual's great leadership theories, high ideas, and the methodical risk-taking attitude which has made a big difference to the maritime world. This award is being bestowed upon Mr. Abdullah Muhammad Sharif, Chairman, Gulf Marine Services.
Award is the Excellence in Offshore Services, Technical Services. This award is being bestowed upon Mr. Bill Wong, CEO and Chairman, Atlantic Marine Group, and this award recognizes entrepreneurship and extraordinary leadership skills and technical abilities as an individual. Excellence in Maritime Services, Ports, Logistics and Supply Chain Management is our next category. This award is being bestowed upon Mr. Eugene Main, Group CEO and founder of TriStar Group of Companies. And on his behalf, I request Mr. Shailesh, General Manager, to kindly come forward and receive the award. Excellence in Maritime Services, Yard Management. And this award is being presented to Mr. Evan Bams, CEO, Gulfcraft. This award recognizes the energy, analytical approach and personal passion for the company, which has been largely responsible for some major accomplishments within the operation. Our next award is Excellence in Maritime Services, Entrepreneur, which is being bestowed upon Mr. Kenny Ming Mo Chang, Executive Director, Shenyang Group of Companies. Excellence in Oil and Gas Services, Technical Services is being bestowed upon Mr. Saleh Mukatash, Chairman and CEO, CCTC, and to recognize his efforts in maintaining the highest standards of excellence in service and support. I request Captain Tariq Khabib, Marine Operations CCTC, to kindly accept the award on behalf of Mr. Mukatash. The next set of awards is the Excellence in Oil and Gas Services, Trade and Exports, is our next award category, which is being bestowed upon Mr. Nabil Al-Alawi, CEO and co-founder Al Manzoori Specialized Engineering. This award recognizes the contribution to the oil and gas trade and export sector and leadership abilities which help establish reputation for quality service and support to the industry. I request Dr. Burma, Technical Advisor Al Manzoori, to kindly accept the award on behalf of Mr. Alawi. Our next award is Excellence in Oil and Gas Services Yard Management. It is being awarded to Mr. William Duff, Rig Repair Sales and Service Director at Ag Yard, Abu Dhabi. Is the Excellence in Offshore Services Academics is being presented to Captain Valerio De Rossi, Superintendent, Marine, Middle East and Africa, ENSCO. Last award for the day is for Excellence in Oil and Gas Services, Media and Publications. Well, this award is being bestowed upon ITT Publishings, Maritime and Port Magazine. I'd like to invite on stage Mr. Sean Ebert, how do you pronounce it? Ebert, Editor, Maritime and Ports, to accept this award. This award is to recognize the value of an editorial resource and the standards of maintaining impartially through their responsible journalism and integrity. Mr. Sean. Thank you, Neha, and thank you for taking a seat.
Good evening, one and all. Respected sir, ladies and gentlemen. It is customary for a vote of thanks to come at the end of the proceedings of an award function. Significantly, however, the vote of thanks that I am proposing today does not only mark the end of this award function, but also marks the beginning of a new dawn that lies ahead of us. On this occasion, on behalf of International Maritime Club and on my personal behalf, I extend a warm thanks to all of you for gracing this function with your august presence. To start with, first I would like to congratulate all our winners present here and thank them for being here personally to accept this recognition. Thank you all. I would also like to record my deep appreciation and regards to Mr. Sohan Roy, the President of International Maritime Club. Thank you, sir. Next, I would like to convey my thanks to our esteemed club members, the members of the award jury, and the third-party nominees who took effort in helping us recognize all the well-deserved individuals with these awards. Your support and cooperation means a lot to us. Thank you all for your kind patience and cooperation. Have a safe drive home. Thank you all and congratulations once again. Thank you.